When developing drum solos, there are two approaches that seem to work equally well depending on the student. Each of them respond to one of them better than the other. One is a more technical approach, taking some things and putting them on the drums from literature that already exists. On the screen below is a pattern with some accents, like you would see about 2/3 of the way through the syncopation book that I talked about earlier in the program. If I was to just play that pattern the way it's written in the book, it would sound like this. You can take that pattern and put it on some of the drums of the drum set so that what we had originally would now sound like this. You could have the feet playing underneath that, so it would sound like this. By doing that, you immediately get all four limbs involved in the solo process, even though what the feet are doing is pretty much of a constant. Let's take a different figure, a more syncopated figure like the one you now see at the bottom of the screen. If I was to just play it on the snare drum, it would sound like this. Let's take that pattern and make those notes the accents of a series of eighth note triplets, so that all of a sudden they sound on the snare drum like this. Let's roll the unaccented notes. You can put the feet underneath that. You could have the bass drum play along with the accents. You could put the accents on the cymbals while you're playing that. Any and all of those work for being able to take existing written material and put it on the drums. The other approach is a more musical approach, one that comes at playing 4s, 8s, and 12s, series of 4-measure patterns, because some students are already able to move around the drums and are freer to start working within musical formats. So what I'm going to do now is illustrate how that works, playing 4s, 8s, and 12s. What I mean by that is quite simply, I will play 4 measures of time, a 4-measure solo. I'll play 8 measures of time, an 8-measure solo. I'll play 12 measures of time and a 12-measure solo. 12 measures, that's the blues. So all of a sudden you can start taking this format and applying it to actual music so that the young drummers can work within the same musical formats as the other players in the group. So here's some 4s, 8s, and 12s. All I've done there is taken groups of 4-measure phrases and put them together. Some students walk right into that. Some students need the technical aspect first. Find what works best for you and run with it.